Welcome to Let Me Do It. I'm Tim.
And I'm James. This is a do-it-yourself show for regular people by regular people. We do crafts, home repair, cooking, anything, almost anything. Most importantly.
This program we're going to do paper flowers, inspired by a project my brother did a couple of years ago. He made several paper flowers for a friend, and it looked like something pretty tricky to do, so I thought we'd tackle it.
Right, this would be a good test of our creativity and fine motor skills, both of which I like.
So we've done a little research. We Googled it, paper flowers. We looked at it up, and there are a lot of different approaches. We are going to be using the Swedish chef approach.
Yes, this was created in 1638 by Carl Gustaf II, the actual king of Sweden at the time. He would sneak down to the kitchen, and he was really great with floral design and cooking, so he wanted to combine his two loves, and he made a beautiful, he would often do this for all of his subjects and create these beautiful things.
Yeah, and he used pastry instead of paper.
Right.
So, but we are going to use
actual paper.
Actual paper. We've got crepe paper here, scissors, some duct tape instead of, people might want to use floral tape.
Right.
But this is what we have. We got some wires about 4 to 5 inches long.
Right.
Also, this is something my brother used to show us as an example of how to do it. And then we've tried our hand at making several. James made 2 beautiful roses, and I made 2 other examples. So let's get to it. The first thing you want to do is
you want to pick your paper. Pick which color paper you want to go with. I'm gonna go with pink. And you want to cut yourself out a piece of the crepe paper. Probably, depending on the size you want to make your petals, you probably want to make about give it about a foot to a foot and a half of paper. But you want to cut off your roll here. I'm going with my pink scissors to match the pink paper.
I'm using some kitchen scissors.
Ooh. Way to handicap yourself there, Tim.
So once you cut your paper, you will cut the petals for the paper. Right. So we're probably going to go big, a little bigger than we would, just so it's easier to manage for us, and so it's easier to see on the screen.
Right. So once you've cut your paper, you kind of want to start cutting into it in the shape of the petal you want. I'm going to go with some wide, skinny petals. Tall, skinny petals, excuse me.
I'm going to do the same. Now, something to be mindful of is don't cut it too close to the base. You're working with paper, and as you handle it, if you are too close and you don't have much space, you could easily rip it.
That is correct.
Which we have and probably will do.
Oh yeah, much better than last time.
Mine looks like a character from Pac-Man.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost.
Don't want to brag. So now that I have my petals, it looks like I have about 5 of them. I'm going to cup them a little bit, which means you're going to pull the paper part to make it more textured. You just spread it out a little bit, and now the paper will like lay a certain way, as though it's a petal, a flower petal.
Right. Mine took a little longer to do than Tim's. It does not mean I'm a failure. It just means that.
How many petals?
I have 3.
3 petals.
3 petals. There are flowers with 3 petals.
Irises.
Chrysanthemums. That's not true.
Is that the only flower you know? Rose,
Pretty much.
tulip.
Yeah, percent. Yeah.
All right, so we got it.
Those are the only 3 you need.
So I'm gonna start rolling mine up. So when you get your flowers, you want to start rolling. I don't know if you do it per petal or
With
half
these-
petals.
Yeah, with these larger petals, you probably want to do it a little less than 1 petal, maybe 2 per big one. And you'll find that big one is a technical term in the flower paper flower creating community. It is roughly 1.5 inches.
So I started tighter and I went looser as we went on. Once you get to this point, I think it's best to try to get the bottom secure. I'm going to rip off some duct tape. James, I'm going to rip off a little bit for you and I'll just set right there.
Thank you, buddy. You're a good friend.
Yeah. So I'm wrapping it up now, and now I'm going to, here's a little, I'm going to put it on my little thing. You can't really see it probably, but it's just the stem, very small. It's taped. Now I'm working on the petal.
This is the key point in your flower creating process, where you might need to, if you found out you screwed up your cut a little bit, you might want to go ahead and adjust it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I have identified that I have like 3 petals on one side, 1 petal on the other, and no petals on 2 other sides. So I guess you can pull it around a little bit, force it.
Yeah, definitely forcing it.
And then I've got this thing in the middle that doesn't really do anything. I'm going to make it more like a roll it and make it more, I don't know what you would do it. Alright, so this is my flower. James, how's it coming with you?
Doing good over here, buddy. Just about done. Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Here's your tape.
Thanks, buddy. Yep, this is coming along terribly. Cool. Thank you.
James is grabbing his stem to affix to the base.
Right.
Again, I will hold my flower up so you can see. Lessons learned. Trying to make sure the flower petals are on all sides of it and not something super tight in the middle as I ended up with. James, what have you learned?
I've learned that I shouldn't do this.
Anybody should do anything, James. Don't beat yourself up. Good effort. You've had some good examples. Maybe more than 3 petals would be a good approach.
Might be a good approach.
So lessons learned, and we'll take them for next time.
Yeah.
So appreciate you coming and watching the program.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye.